Lady Sybyl Howard stands incredulous, in shock almost, in her small but efficient seance room in her home. From the corner came a sound, a scratching, almost a growl, if you were. Then came a gust of chilly air that rushed past her. Her eyes track over to the door as it slams shut. What does Lady Sybyl do?
She's like, does she know it's just her and Marley now?
She turns. You do not see Marley.
Oh, okay. Any spirit in the room? No.
Silence. Actually, maybe she has some small jewelry that was hanging on a.
Oh yeah, she has
that kind of just tinkles.
She has tchotchkes and knickknacks and
gently
little things.
Breeze.
Yeah.
Around her in the room, there is a smell, though. It's a faint smell of wet earth and dried flowers. It reminds her of what feels almost like a broken memory, just a reminder of some kind of tragedy, but nothing comes immediately to mind.
She's torn between making sure Marley's okay and being curious. But I think she may have to investigate the smell later.
Okay.
She'll probably go towards the door just to see like what the hell is happening.
Okay. You reach out for the door. Touch the doorknob, it's ice cold. Does she turn the knob?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn the knob. Door kind of opens with kind of a soft creak. There's no one in the hallway, nothing. But then from the further down the hall, she does hear kind of a creak of a door opening. And a man steps out, kind of more sticks his head out the door. And I'm going to share this with the group in not in Foundry, in Discord, the thing. Yep. And
that thing we use.
A young man who looks something like this, a thin man with kind of curly brown hair, some glasses on, sticks his head out and goes, Sybyl, did you slam a door for some reason?
She's gonna look at him and her eyes just kind of like go a little soft. Adrian, dear, no. Marley was here and something was here growling.
He steps in the hallway and kind of puts his hands in his coat pockets and just stops and looks at you. Marley?
And she's gonna just kind of stumble for the words as she plays with the pocket watch. New acquaintance, gruff woman. She's in the dark. And she's gonna kind of light smile.
And he starts to walk toward you just slowly and takes off his glasses and has a handkerchief. And you know he doesn't need the glasses, but for whatever reason, he seems to think it makes him look more studious and professional. Kind of wipes them off and maybe even starts to do the breath and kind of catches himself like, and just puts them back on. He's like, there's no one here, dear.
No, I walked in with her.
And he walks over to your room and he goes, have you brought some new herbs? And I can't quite place these.
No. We and she's going to like kind of draw up at like when you get really excited, and she's going to go, no, we got letters of V. He knew my favorite color. We were helping find someone. They missing or dead, or they weren't sure. From Egypt. Or not Egypt.
He kind of walks over to like a small chair in there, and he sits down. He's like, sit, please.
And she'll slowly make her way through.
And he kind of listens as you kind of go through, and he says, okay, so there was someone who had sent you a letter and asked you to come to meet them, and who was that again?
And she's going to kind of look around and play with her watch. What was his name? Vincent.
And I'm going to actually make a roll for him. See if he knows the name Vincent. Vincent. The one who works for. And he kind of like snaps his fingers as if he's having trouble remembering something. He says, he's the one who's working for the Ventrue. I think he's an Italian, if I remember correctly. He's new to the city. But, okay. So we've placed his name. Good. You're making good progress, Sybyl. Now, this Marley I'm not familiar with.
She's lovely. Her eyes glow in the dark.
I'm sure she's lovely. Yes.
She helped me break into an occult shop earlier, and she'll kind of get up and she'll go and grab like the notebook and everything that she put down, and she'll like spread it out on the table.
And he'll get up and kind of take a look at it and kind of does that. We've talked about the larceny. We've talked about that a little bit, haven't we?
But it was closed, and it was the only way to get in to see. We had to see if he was there or not. But it was man that I wouldn't have been allowed near alive there. He was kind of dozy.
Would this have anything to do with your hobby? And forgive me, I don't mean to demean it. This spiritualism that everyone seems to be so caught up in.
Yes, I was brought in because someone found out I can talk to the dead. If you believe me, I am not crazy. It is not fake.
Now, Adrian professes to be a man of science. He is a kind of a proto psychologist, in that you know him to be agnostic.
Mhm.
He doesn't quite believe in the stories of Cain and
Mhm.
the generations. He's espoused to you that he believes that all of this is just some kind of blood virus, that is that and that it's being espoused by the insane.
Okay.
And he often spends a lot of his evenings visiting different insane asylums
Mhm.
and doing his own research there. He's offered to take you along. I imagine maybe she's declined, but maybe one night she wants to accompany him. But for tonight, he seems like he's kind of placating you, because he sees no Marley,
Mhm.
so he's a little worried that maybe you're starting to slip a little bit.
And she's just going to tell him, no, Eloise was here the other night. She asked for a reading, and I felt it was not safe. So I sent her away and told her I'd see if the spirits would tell me whether she was to take the black or not. Something was here. It didn't feel right, but another spirit, the madame, told me if I lied to her, I would be in big, big trouble.
The old woman again, right?
Yes, she was here tonight. She alerted me before the thing growled in the corner. And she'll point to where the noise came from.
He'll walk over, and he's like, I do smell something in this room. It's fading quickly. Perhaps you walked through something
No.
on your way here, trod upon something.
No.
No?
I never went to that corner. I haven't gone to that corner in a month.
Well, have you fed recently?
I think it's been a night or two.
Should we fetch Eloise or perhaps Lydia?
No. No. One does not eat friends.
Fish are friends, not food. I couldn't resist. Very well. I please try to retire at a respectable hour.
I always retire before the sun. Always. But no, I met other friends too.
Oh, tell me of these friends.
Well, there was Major Richard and the lady. Oh, it's a very, very long name. I'm having trouble with the long names anymore. Lady K, very pretty. Looks more like she's in the theater, because I don't want to think she's, of the repute.
Not familiar with them. Although I am not.
And she'll go on to describe both.
Okay.
And then further describe Marley.
Okay. Yes. Well, perhaps when your friends are around again, you can introduce me to them.
And she'll just kind of stop and go, we have no way of contacting each other unless the shop. Yes. The shop. Lydia has the note with the address.
Lydia's retired for the evening.
Yes, I know. It is late.
We could wake her and get this note if you'd like.
No. And she's trying to think of where, like, Lydia has told her she puts her correspondences.
Give me a let's just do intelligence and investigation. See if you remember difficulty 5. We'll keep it simple.
Oh my god.
You have no clue where Lydia keeps anything, unfortunately.
I'm rolling well tonight.
Let's concentrate on those things tomorrow evening, shall we?
All right. But the letter had my favorite color. It had a yellow ribbon.
And he kind of makes this, shakes his head, and you hear him kind of mumble under his breath again with the yellow. Yes, I'm sure it did. I have some work to do. So I will bid you good evening, Sybyl, and we'll discuss this again tomorrow.
Fine.
And he just kind of quietly leaves the room, walks down the hallway. You hear his door shut.
And she's just going to kind of like slowly meander, trying to see if she can find Marley or any trace of whatever was growling at her.
Give me a let's go with perception and awareness first.
All right.
Kinda.
6.
Yeah, it's 6 is fair. Yeah. Ooh. All right.
Haha.
All right. You know that Marley apparently left in a hurry. You can not necessarily smell them, but through your you have auspex, is it? Yeah. Kind of faintly with your auspex, you kind of track them. And they left basically through the front door.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if that gust of wind was them leaving, or if it was,
Something
whatever
else.
growled. But something quickly fled. Now, the only other trace you're getting of whatever was in that room is that smell of earth and the flowers, which is quickly faded. So,
Well, I think she's going to go to her parlor, take out a little notepad, and write down, "Madame, thank you. I wish to talk soon," and like leave it out so in case the old woman does come by, she can see it, and then she will make a trip to make sure Lydia's all good before she retires for the night.
Yeah, she goes up to the servants' quarters, kind of opens up the door. Lydia's in bed. She's kind of lightly snoring, but from the faint light you have behind you, she appears to be okay.
Yeah. So she'll retire for the night in her obscenely yellow bedroom.
Okay, and do the. No. Okay.
No, she has a little stuffed animal that she sleeps with.
Of course she does. A big bird, right? So.
No, it's more of a like teddy bear that looks a little rough. Like it's been with her since she was like little.
Gotcha. All right. We are going to switch then over to Major Richard. You had left Lady K, and I think we're planning on returning or going somewhere first.
Sounds about right.
I don't remember if he was going home or if he was going somewhere else.
In fairness, I don't remember either.
Okay. Then both answers are right. So
Yes.
Okay.
Home is somewhere else.
Okay.
So yeah, he has departed company. I would say he is probably hailed a cab. It's London. They run all around the clock. And is making his way back home, check in on everyone, the servants that are up, the family that is asleep.
It is the small hours, as they say. Probably closer to 3 a.m. by the time he returns. He slips in the house. Most servants are, unless they absolutely demand a servant be up during the evening. There are no servants around. As he slips in, he hears from the largest bedroom on the upstairs. He hears it sounds like two voices speaking, and there's a creak on the floor as it sounds like someone's approaching the door. As you this is kind of as you're kind of coming up the stairs, you see emerging from the bedroom a kind of a thin man, probably maybe late teens, very very thin, almost kind of pale. As he kind of opens up the door, his shirt is half open. He's kind of buttoning his shirt, and he kind of steps out the door, and he kind of almost doesn't see you at first as he's emerging. You don't recognize him though.
Well, that's not very good. I would. His walking stick is a gentleman, a former soldier. A walking stick seems to be the kind of normal accoutrement, and would grip it up a little higher, as if to bash someone on the head if need be, and just in a cold, flat tone. Enjoying yourself?
And he looks up at you, and he goes, "Oh God, I'm just leaving."
Yes, but what were you doing here?
And a voice calls from the bedroom. It says, "They're just leaving. Stand aside."
Fine.
And the man and the young man gives you this look like please help me. Like,
sorry.
He kind of gets his shirt on, and as he's kind of like looking, it's like, oh, like he's missed a boot or something, and he turns, and this boot just comes flying out, like hits him smack in the chest, and knocks him over, and he gets up. You hear,
"Tut tut."
And you hear this voice say, "I'll see you again next Thursday. Don't be late this time." Kid kind of picks it up, and he's kind of shuffling, and he's realizes his pleas are falling on deaf ears with you, and shuffles past you.
What'd you say?
And heads down the stairs to see himself out.
Yeah. Glances back down the staircase, waits till he hears, or he thinks he hears, the door shut, gives another 5 count, just to be sure, then turns back to the other door. "Are you decent?"
Mostly. Comes this chuckle. And you go in, and Lucian is laying in his bed. And this is a visual for the other folks. He is not dressed like this. He is in his bed, shirtless. Says, come in. How was your evening?"
Eventful. Quite eventful, actually. You are aware, of course, of the letter I received. Or I presume you are.
I came across it, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Well,
You had apparently left it at the club. So.
Damned careless of me. Wonder how that happened. As he thinks back to the events of the club and realizes he absolutely could have. There was more than one distraction that night. So he looks a little bit shamefaced for a moment, and then, oh, to hell with that. I'm a British major, damn it. Straightens himself back up, because it was quite eventful, though. Ended up meeting a Mr. Bay at a bookstore.
And Lucian has stepped out of bed and he's starting to get dressed. He stops. He's like, I've heard that name. A foreigner of some sort. And he chuckles. He says, I suppose I'm a foreigner too, though.
Well, I wasn't going to point it out.
He's like, I'm half English, so.
Fair enough.
Halem Bay, I believe his name is.
Yes.
Importer, exporter, as they say.
Indeed. He seems to have, through someone named Vincent, reached out to acquire the services of myself and a few other local kindred.
And let's take a look at Lucian. See if he knows that name. Oops. He kind of gives a bit of a snarl at the name Vincent. He says, be careful. That one runs with the Ventrue.
Well, apparently I run with at least, I think, one Ventrue. Could be.
And he was just starting to put on his shirt and like throws it down and like spins and like gets in your face. And he's like, what business do you have with the Ventrue?
Well, it's, again, presuming I'm correct, it seems that myself, Ventrue, and a few others, I could guess, we have been contracted, as it were, to investigate a man who is supposed to be dead, and yet walking about at night. Now, does that sound familiar?
And he kind of thinks about it for a second. Says, sounds like your average pulp tale of the dead stalking the streets after the Rippers had them.
Yes, quite. And then he just kind of gestures to himself and to his sire and back again. Now, I'm happy to go into the full details and see if I can pick your brain, because I haven't the foggiest clue about any of these individuals. But the long and short of it is he's the son of somebody with a fancier title than you or I. Supposed to be dead, has turned up in London, seen at the museum, a few other places, and Mr. Bay has been contracted to find out more about this potential embarrassment, and has subcontracted to myself and a few others. What were their names? Miss Howard. God, how do I pronounce it? It's just Lady Kataryna had 7 other names, I swear. It was quite a lot. Lacy, I believe, was her surname. And what was the one that liked to growl? Sorry, I'm terribly horrible with names. And he pulls out like
picks up his shirt in the meantime, straightens it out, and continues getting dressed.
Marcy, Macy, Maddie, something with an M, I think.
Who was this young rapscallion who's seemingly returned from the dead?
Emmanuel. What was Emmanuel's full name? And he is again flipping through this tiny little notebook that he kept. looks much smaller than this notebook.
If the player forgets it, just let me know. So,
Emmanuel Sanderson, I believe.
Drayton.
Was it Sanderson?
Sanderson was the guy who runs the guy from the theater.
Bugger. No, he doesn't remember.
No problem. No problem. So this is Emmanuel Drayton.
Drayton. Yes.
That would probably be the son of Sir Nicholas Drayton, a member of Parliament.
Yes, someone mother probably knows.
And so the prodigal son has seemingly returned. Look, he's sowing his wild oats elsewhere and has now returned home to England to, perhaps run out of money, come seeking father's wealth and presumably forgiveness.
That's the funny thing, though. He is supposed to be dead. Like, very dead. And from what little we were able to find out from his older brother, who was the man, I believe, who was talking to Mr. Bay, he's been seen around town in various dens, a night or two at the museum. Not his usual haunt.
Sounds like this young man could be quite the embarrassment to the family.
The most interesting thing I found out, and this is after I went back to leave messages for the rest of my companions, because frankly, I don't know where any of them live. I don't know how to get in contact with any of them. None of us thought to drop off calling cards.
If only someday there was a way to communicate each other.
Gosh, if only. Well, I mean, there's the telegram, but that still requires you know.
That's true. That's true. I haven't quite embraced that technology, I believe is the word. So.
Dreadfully useful in the field, though, I do say.
Yes.
But no, so I left a message with Mr. Bay, and I asked him if Emmanuel had been seen during the day. It turns out not.
I'd be quite interested if you could find this young man as well.
Well, my curiosity is quite piqued, having nothing better to do. May as well.
If you do find him, try to bring him back to me.
Interesting.
He could be a potential asset.
Well, certainly. Complicates things just a little bit. I'll see what I can do.
And he's like finished, right? Like putting on his tie. I have an errand to run before the end of the evening. I will see you anon.
Very well, and good luck.
And he kind of just like puts his hand on your shoulder, and kind of just gives you kind of like a squeeze, almost like a fatherly kind of squeeze. Okay, and he's going to leave.
Cool. Again, once I am positive he is out of the doorway, there is just a little twitch, grinding of the teeth, and something breakable just goes flying across the room. For a moment, it's like, God damn it! Why does he always have to complicate things?
Parents just don't understand. So.
I've already contracted to bring it to someone else. You bollocks.
All right. Anything he wants to do before retiring for the day, rather?
Clean up the vase that he threw. Just so he doesn't get yelled at for leaving broken bits around that. It's not like either of them are the only, it's not like it's uncommon. But, cleans it up all the
occasional fits of rage.
The masonry bills alone to keep us up, But no, after that, he will sit with the tiny notebook and try and transfer some of the shorthand into something a little more legible, tucked away, try to collect his thoughts for the day, or the night, as it were, before the day's sleep.
Okay.
And then he'll take a moment and pull out one of those relatively new inventions, a photograph, from when they were just first put out, of himself and a much older man seated in a chair, and go, I wonder what you'd make of this pickle, Grandpa. Have to find out. And then off to bed.
Okay. And another part of the city, Lady K. You heading home for the evening, or what's her plans after leaving Richard?
Well, she was thinking about swinging by on one of her favorite haunts, so that she could take care of a little bit of her peckishness before heading home.
Okay. The theater district has its places that one can find certain substances when needed. They are not right near the main theaters by themselves, perhaps a good 2-3 blocks away. But there are some homes and establishments run by the other members of society, we shall say, that she knows that are open at these times of night. One of these she chooses is it's a butcher shop, but the back door at night is generally open and leads upstairs to a small apartment above the butcher shop, which is not lived in, shall we say. That's more people gather there.
For community.
She finds herself at the back door. She smells sweat and suffering, and it just kind of stops and almost takes a whiff of it. And she finds it delightful this evening, because she is feeling a little peckish. And she opens the door and makes her way up the stairs. In a small common area, there are really just mats on the floor, canvas from old shipping containers, where 2 women and a man lie on the floor. One is lighting up a pipe, while the other man and woman apparently have just hit it and are just kind of lying there. Across from them is an Asian man, probably about 30 years old, well groomed, wears just kind of a dress shirt on and some pants, suspenders, and he says, "I know you. Come in."
And Kataryna will step through the threshold. I'm just kind of, I think she's got her fan kind of in front of her mouth, but she's perusing the people in the room. She does not, for as well put together as she very obviously is at the air she has about herself, she seems perfectly fine with this. Delighted even.
And he gets up and he's like, and he gets a little closer. He's like, oh, I know you. It's more for you. Like, he's like almost getting ballsy with you. He's like, it's more for you.
Does she remember this person?
Yeah, he's an underling who seems to kind of run some of these places,
Mhm.
and her experience with the places that he runs is, if you pay a little extra, he'll leave the room and let you kind of do what you want.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I have to ask the question. To what extent? Because that's so important here.
Well,
That's so
let's
important.
say in the past, she's always been able to kind of control herself, so he hasn't had too much to clean up.
Okay. Sure. Ah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the
Question.
sure, yeah.
How many of the people in this room, other than this underling, are like completely out of it right now?
Two of them are completely out of it. A man and a woman. They're just like passing out on the floor. The one who is just taking a couple hits is now starting to. She's just kind of looking at you. She's got this glazed look on her face, and she's like starting to slump over. And the guy walks over and grabs the pipe from her so she doesn't burn the place down. And he's like, he kind of scuttles out of your way.
So then here, okay. Oh boy, it's like when you pick the mean option in a video game. Oh no!
Remember, you guys are the bad guys.
Yeah, right. So I'm really, this is Tom. This is way out for me.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Kataryna is simply, she's not even going to say anything really to this underling. She doesn't give a fuck about the money. She has her own money and she's a noble. Whatever. Like, she has a job and she's already whatever. Yeah. So she, she just kind of whatever, drops some money in his hand. She didn't even know how much it is. She just drops it in there.
And he's like quicken, and he's like, I come back in an hour.
Leave.
And she, you don't even have. He's just out the door, down the stairs. The door shut, and you are left with these three junkies.
Okay, two of them glazed out. This one getting there.
And she's like,
Kataryna is going for this one. The other ones will be too high to remember anything.
and she's like, Are you Queen of the Fairies?
And Kataryna, she is going to put her fan away, and she will kneel down so that she is just slightly above. She's not going to kneel down to this woman's level, of course. She's better than her.
Of course.
But she's going to kneel down close enough so that maybe there's just a few inches between them. And she'll lift her chin and smile. Let's say, my dear, I'm whatever you wish for me to be. Why don't you come with me? I have some more fun that we could have together. And I'm going to use enchanting voice.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look. I don't remember. Oh, that's a merit, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It just adds a bonus to the manipulation or social.
Yeah. She is so out of it. She's probably going to do whatever she's just intrigued with you. And she just puts her hand in yours. She's like, I just don't want to feel anymore. It just hurts so bad. Will you make the pain stop?
I will do whatever you wish. And she's so listen. Is there this is okay, wild. Kataryna is an old hat. She has some skills outside of singing that are real good. And I feel like one of those things is that she's had to hide a body before. Is there somewhere outside of this building where she can leave this woman that's a little bit more secluded?
Yeah, there's probably like
Or is there like a sewer entrance nearby?
not real close. Probably maybe like a block further away from the theater.
Okay.
So,
What is immediately
heading towards the water?
towards the water might actually be good though. How frequent are did I see any like patrols or whatever kind of around this area on my way in?
As you got further away from the theater district, you probably saw at least one cop patrolling.
Okay.
You get towards this neighborhood and they don't quite patrol here quite as much.
Okay. I'd like to try and find somewhere like a little bit away from this building.
Mhm.
But just like away from that wouldn't be able she wouldn't be right in the open if the patrol came back by.
Mhm.
Like they'd have to come down an alleyway and be like, what was that?
Right.
Yeah. Could I as I'm walking with this woman
Mhm.
kind of try and suss something like that out?
Yeah, you could. So you're taking her down the stairs, and then looking around for somewhere to have a snack, while also attempting to be stealthy about it. I'm gonna say let's go with wits and subterfuge.
Okay. By any chance, could you potentially roll for me? Foundry is not
Sure.
showing me anything. It's giving me an error message.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'll roll for you. Wits and subterfuge. We're gonna say.
And then there's supposed to be the bonus for enchant. Oh, so wait, no, not enchanting voice. I'm sorry, I forgot what we're doing for a second.
It's okay. All right. I'm just gonna go with difficulty 6.
Okay.
And you got 1. It takes you a little while. You find what looks like some kind of small wooden structure somebody's put up behind a house. It smells like this is maybe where they dump their chamber pots. But it's the most in a quick looking around for something. It's about the best place you could find.
It's okay.
Or you can take your chances.
She doesn't need to go in there necessarily. She needs to be away from prying eyes, but she also needs somewhere to clean up. Oh no.
She's a messy eater, isn't she?
You put this right in front of me. Yeah. So Kataryna is just, as soon as they get there, she's going to turn this woman around. She's going to kiss her. She's going to kiss her, and then she is going to, not very long after that, she's going to smell her neck. Like she's fainting.
She's sweaty and just desperation.
But she can smell the suffering and the opium in her veins. And that's all that matters.
Okay.
And she is going to not gently. She's going to grab and put her hand over this woman's mouth with an iron grip and tear into her throat.
Oh. And you sink your fangs in and you tear parts of the flesh away.
And she starts eating.
Yep. And you just start lapping up the blood. And it's just dripping down this lady's neck as she's just twitching and you just the drugs in her blood are you just almost feel it come over to you. You just get this like sense of euphoria. I want to have you make a willpower roll to see if you can kind of control yourself. So I will roll your willpower.
Tom,
yeah.
Here's the thing.
Or do you have something?
Here's the problem, Tom.
Yeah.
Here's what I've done to myself. So I have the flaw of conspicuous consumption.
Oh, that's right.
So I gotta eat this flesh.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
You girl gotta eat that flesh. So there's no willpower to be like, oh, am I gonna stop me? So no, I'm eating her.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you had something like that. I couldn't remember. Okay, so never mind with the willpower. You just continue to bite, and you swallow.
I eat her alive.
You swallow part of her skin as you just start ripping and eating like an animal. And before you know it, the woman, her neck is broken. It's kind of hanging at a weird angle. And it's done. In terms of blood points, you're full. So
yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm hungry. She's got blood points. It's fine.
I wasn't really hungry, but I could eat. So
I could eat the whole bone and leave nothing but the bone. Like, good God. I'm gonna paint a picture here. Kataryna, as she does this, it is almost as if she gets this like orgasmic high. She's so euphoric in this moment of just savagery. And it's disturbing to see this, her whole thing is that this woman, she looks a little bit like she shouldn't exist. She looks a little fairy-like. That's how people, what an angel. But she is covered in viscera and this poor woman's blood. It is coating her face and quickly congealing and getting sticky. And as it's done, and she kind of comes back to herself slowly, she's like, ugh. Well, that didn't last very long. And she kind of then looks at the body, or what's left, and shrugs, and she will dump it into this, like, outhouse shed thing.
Splat.
Mm-hmm.
The feet are kind of sticking up, like you kind of put her head first, and her feet are sticking out.
She'll like kind of rudely jam the legs in there a little bit.
I'm gonna have you make a strength roll on that. I want to know what happens. I think we're gonna go strength and athletics. You don't have many dice in that, but I just want to see what happens. You kind of you get them in about as much as you can. Like
yeah.
There's some boards, and then the feet kind of go bonk. So the wood is kind of starting to stick out a little bit. But
all right. Well, and she's gonna kind of like secure her cloak back around her hood up, and she's like, "Oh, time to go home." And so she's gonna do that. And she's gonna do that. She's gonna just quickly take some back roads and hop into her carriage and go the fuck home now because she's sated.
Yeah, her the driver knows not to ask any questions, and takes you home. When you arrive, similar to the other players, there's no servants up. It's 3:00 in the morning, and when you come in, you hear. Sounds like someone talking to themselves, like a voice coming from like the grand room where there's a small fireplace going, and you walk in, and in the corner there's a writing desk, and there is a man sitting at the desk. His back is to you. I apologize, did not get a chance to share your your sire with you ahead of time. I hope you like them, but here we go.
Oh, that works. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah.
A man turns around. This is Lord. Where the hell is his name again? Lord. Blah 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 blah.
It's there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I also don't remember it off the top of
Lord Fitzwilliam de Lacy. Oh no, excuse me. Lord Fitzwilliam Stewart de Lacy.
Yes. His is way more simple. Listen, she had the English and the German sides of her family to please.
Turns around. Now she still has her cloak about her.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's you know what, you're right. She would just walk in there. Yeah, she got it around her, but she just walks it.
All right. He says, "Oh, kitten, good to see you. I trust you had a pleasant evening at the theater."
Oh yes, of course I did.
Come talk to Papa. And he kind of gestures you over to
his back is to her right now.
I mean, he turned around and is like, come tell. I apologize for missing your show this evening. I had some business that took me away. You know I do try to see all your performances. Come sit.
How do I get out of this? Oh shit. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh no. No. Oh no. How far away are we from each other?
Probably like 10 feet. So it's a huge room. So.
Okay.
And the fire is not near you, so he really can't see you.
Sure. Mm-hmm. So where do we normally like put our? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna use some chanting voice. And
okay.
Of course. Give me 1 second, grandfather. I truly need to get out of these things that they've put me in for the day. It's been a long evening. Give me just 1 moment and I will be right with you and tell you all about the show. And I'd like to hear about your day as well. Is she leave? She's gonna leave before he says anything. She's going. Please.
All right. He turns, goes back to his notes. Okay.
Because here's the thing. She's like, the longer if I have a conversation, eventually he's just gonna smell the blood. So because she's soaked. So she just plays it off like, oh, I'm not doing anything wrong, of course. And then she's going to immediately turn around, and she's not going to run, but she is going to very quickly float upstairs.
Okay.
And
No showers in those days. So,
so here's the thing, right? Old hat, right? I think there's like a tenuous thing where it's like there are people who know what Kataryna is like. And it is probably her her grandfather. And then probably like only the people who are supposed to, like the person supposed to attend to her.
I don't know if they know all of her. They know occasionally.
I don't know that they would
know
all her stuff.
Yeah.
I think they would know that she is a violent person, though.
Yeah.
Because she was violent as a human, is the thing.
Yeah.
You know? So I think if you would allow it, then you could probably find like a wash bin. Not obviously there's no shower, but just
they
like
have a basin, they can get cleaned up. Yeah.
I'm thinking like essentially like her maid, right? Like her, you know, like a noble woman has like a maid who dresses them, all that shit.
Oh yeah.
That just big like has a towel.
It's all laid out for her.
Yeah.
Every evening it's laid out for her.
That's all I mean. Because I think she
goes
goes into her room, she just grabs the towel from her maid and then just like rips the cloak off. It's like, get me out of this right now. And is like wiping her face off. And she's like, make sure you dispose of this where he will not find it.
There's no servant there at the moment, so she's by herself. So
okay. Well, she's going to then have because it's super fucking late. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. She will ball. Okay, we're gonna just go tried and true. She's gonna ball it up. She's gonna toss it in the back of her fucking closet. So that when she wakes up tomorrow, she can be like, fucking dispose of this so it can't be found. Burn it. So she does that, and then she's gonna just like put on just like a nightgown, and she'll go back downstairs.
Okay. And when you arrive back down, he's still writing. He turns around, puts his pen down, and just kind of steeples his fingers. He's like, "So the show, how was it?"
It was quite lovely. You know, the leading man, he's got talent, that one.
The South American, Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Though there are, of course, some penny pinchers of the board who would say otherwise, that he's not doing as well.
Yeah. Well, they're entitled to their opinion, I suppose, as long as they continue the funding.
I suppose, but I find that they should simply worry about getting to tack their names along with the actual artistic greats who are heralding us into a new century. You can get money anywhere.
The arts always struggle to receive the funding that they deserve. But after your performance, it's a long evening. What did you do? Anything fun?
You know, grandfather, I received a strange letter from what was it? F M
V.
Z.
It's V.
You know.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were struggling with it or. Okay.
She's like, some letter? No. You know what? I think I still have it here. She'll flash V, but That doesn't ring a bell to me at all. Any chance does this mean anything to you? I met with some other kindred tonight, it would seem.
Others?
Yes. I was asked to assist with a missing dead person issue.
This is intriguing. Tell me more.
Well,
Sounds like a good, juicy story.
this is so sad because, like, Kataryna just doesn't pay attention to
And he
things
wants to
that
know everything.
Most of it. Yeah, she's like, well,
Doesn't get
let's
out
see.
much.
So I went to this building and it was over and I don't remember the exact area, but she'll kind of give like a, over by so and so road and over here. And we were ushered into this room. There were 3 other kindred present. And then there was oh my god, 2 weeks means I've really forgotten. What was the name of the guy who owned the shop that we went to?
Halim Bey.
Halle Bay?
Halim Bey.
Oh, Halim Bay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Halim.
Was it Halle Berry? This man, I believe it was Bay something. Anyways, Mr. Bay, who owned the shop, let us sit in the back, and he had a conversation with some client or customer or whatever that came in. Seems this was the eldest son, potentially, of a member of Parliament.
Oh dear.
Drayton, I believe.
That would be
And
Sir Nicholas Drayton.
yes, that does ring a bell. I believe you're right. That sounds correct. Yes, it seems that the eldest son was under the impression that the youngest son had gone off somewhere to it was the African continent, right? Did he go to Egypt?
Yeah.
Or did okay.
He went to Egypt.
To the the continent, to Egypt. I don't know, just have fun, to find himself, whatever. Seems he died, and yet somehow he's back in London, and he's visiting different places at night he's never once frequented before.
He kind of
Only at night.
kind of ponders this and says,
Isn't that a fun puzzle?
"It is. This young man could be one of our kind.
It could?
This could be indeed a challenge for our kind. If this young man is an unknown, he could be a possible breach to our masquerade. What did they want you to do with this young man?"
Oh, kill him. Or I think it was bring. Okay, 1 second. No, I think I've jumped the gun there, grandfather. My bad. It's been such
And
a long
he
night.
almost seemed like horrified at first, like, kill him.
No. It was that he wanted his brother found and dragged to him to kill him. Yes. That was the general energy of that conversation. He wants him dead because he doesn't want his father to know that his youngest son might be alive, the problem child.
Of course.
I don't think he per se said we needed to, or I suppose Mr. Bay needed to kill him.
Yes.
But it seems like it kind of, goes together if it happens.
Yes.
Self-defense.
This is a scandal in the making, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who are
What?
these other kindred? They are Ventrue?
Oh, no. I don't think
Oh.
so. I didn't ask. I wasn't thinking so much about that as the other interesting peculiarities about them. That took more of my focus. We didn't really get into whom do you hail from?
Probably for the best. It might not be good for you to be
Oh yes, they'll be
spending too much
intimidated
time
to
with
be in the presence of their better. Yes.
Of course. Yes. I mean, it is good to find out who they are so that you can retain that information, but we don't want anything scandalizing you, my dear.
Oh no. No, of course not. And she will, where he's sitting in the chair, she will kneel. She should get down, kneel down on the floor, and she will rest her head on his hand. What a dutiful granddaughter! Oh,
and he just kind of strokes her hair and says, "You will do what's right. You've been raised properly. You will do what's best for our family and for our clan."
Okay, so what would I need to roll to see if he's saying that because he's hoping that's true? Who is he trying to convince? Is he just saying that because he's like, yeah, no, I believe that, or is he saying that because he's trying to convince everyone, mostly himself, that that's true? What would I roll for that?
I would say intelligence and empathy. Maybe intelligence and empathy. No, actually, hold on. Let me think about empathy.
I'll still have to ask you, unfortunately, to roll for me. I get question mark on the screen.
That's fine. Yeah, let's go with intelligence and empathy. You have nothing in empathy, unfortunately. So
yeah, I almost gave her 1 dot, and I was like, no, that does not fit. You're not an empathetic person.
You don't know. So you assume everything he's saying is just, everything is just dandy. So
she will look up at him
and just as she's starting to turn her head up, he's running his hands through your finger. Or he's running your fingers through your hair, and stops when there's just this little drop of something. And she kind of looks up. She kind of looks up and sees his hands stop.
She probably missed something.
And then he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Have you been a good girl?"
Let's see. So in Kataryna's mind, being good means that she hasn't been caught. And she wasn't caught. And so she would say, well, I think so.
And he just kind of pulls it from your hair and just kind of flicks it off to the side and just smiles. So tell me more about this theater. There was someone asking about the funding for the theater. Tell me more.
Oh, well, after I made a new friend out of I don't know, I don't, she's just interesting. What's her name? Sybyl? or other. Anyways, made a new friend. That was great. There was one other. Didn't really talk to them much. Didn't also didn't. And then I traveled with well, I just met the man. What was his name? Ah, right. It's Major Richard Sandhurst. We stopped by the theater, and I happened to hear one of the board members complaining about how he was sinking too much money into the theater and not seeing enough of a return on it. And so that we need to make some changes. But it's nothing to worry about. I think I've helped open his mind to other possibilities for good business.
I'm sure you have. I have every confidence in the world in you.
Yes. In fact, it would seem that now Major Sandhurst and myself are going to meet with him and discuss the potential of a kind of benefit gala with the army, with the military. I don't know if they call it the army in Britain. Is it just the military? I don't know. I'm not British.
An army, they've got a navy, they've got a military.
As a potential for, I might give a bit of a free concert as like a little bit of a charity event sort of thing, and perhaps this will help bring in some new clients to the theater, namely our compatriots who have returned from overseas.
Excellent. And you have a charitable heart as well. So proud of you. You have turned out quite well. It does my old heart good that my family still possesses honor and charitable works for the people of this city.
It makes me so glad to hear you say that, Grandfather. I hope to keep showcasing the values that you have instilled in me, the values instilled in me by my parents as well. And she gives just an award-winning smile.
and he smiles back at her and says, "The hour grows late, my dear. I've some work to finish before the sun rises. Sleep well, child."
Thank you, Grandfather. And she will just give a little hug, doing the motions of we're family, of course.
Yep.
And then she will excuse herself and head to her room. She can sleep without being burnt to a crisp.
Okay. Alrighty. And she will lay down for the day, and we are going to end that scene, and then we're going to pick up the next evening. So all the players need to spend 1 blood point. Just subtract a blood point for your sheet. We're actually on to day 2 finally. So
Yay! Made it! Oh my God.
Technically 3, but yeah.
Well, I suppose. Anyway, right. So we're going to start off with Major Richard Sandhurst. You've arisen for the evening. You have plans to exactly. You have plans for the evening at the club.
Yes. Wake up, freshen up, take a moment to shave the
He has a retainer, right?
Yes, he does have a retainer. He takes a moment to put himself back together because, he looks like a gentleman officer, but he didn't look like a gentleman officer when he was turned.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a new morning, it's a new night. He's reset to default as it was. Has a little bit of cleaning up to do. But, he puts his face on and gets dressed, grabs the same walking stick that he almost brandished against that poor benighted soul the night prior, and heads out of the house as fast as he can, which is pretty fast when he puts his mind. No desire to have a conversation with Lucian, just off zipping around the block a little bit until he can meet up with the cab and carry on towards the Army Navy Club, I think.
He remembers that he had met with the other kindred at the bookstore.
That's right.
The prior evening.
So he gets like 5 blocks down the street in the camp. Oh, wait, damn it. Actually, let's go to this address and then circle around the block for about half an hour, and then pick me back up. Here, good fellow. I got you back. Don't worry.
Oh, very good, sir.
And teeters off to the bookstore because, if I remember correctly, he did set up a meeting there before dinner.
Lady Sybyl, when you rose for the evening, what was going to be your plans?
She was going to get herself together, put on the facade of the respectable lady, even though that's never been her thing. But she's playing the part because she loves her husband, even though he is now gone. And she will check her parlor to see if anything was moved or answered.
Nothing came in during the day. Adrian's not about.
So she will look for Lydia to see about that address.
Oh, right, ma'am. And she, yep. She goes into her room, and comes back with it, and but you notice that the yellow ribbon's not with it any longer. It's just the letter.
She'll kind of tap it a little bit and then reread it, and ask her to. I'm assuming she would have a way to get a hold of Adrian, either Lydia or her other retainer, Edward.
Well, and Lydia says, the doctor said he was heading to Bethlehem this evening to check in with some patients. He said not to expect him for several hours.
She'll kind of fluster and go, well, if he comes back, give him, tell him this was where we met. We talked the other night, and do take care. And she'll kind of lock her parlor and take the key with her. And that's kind of her unspoken signal of, just leave this room alone. We'll ignore it.
I won't clean in there. So, okay. All right. So you managed to take you get a coach over to the bookstore, and you're walking up. It is just about ready to close, and Richard, you happen to spot Sybyl approaching. Sybyl, you do not notice. You're focused on. Oh, good. Look like they're almost closing. So
she kind of got sidetracked and went, "Ooh, books."
He sees her making a beeline for the front door. He had not yet entered. Yes, very well. And then we'll, just start heading in. Lady Howard, good evening.
And she'll kind of, hello.
I see you got the summons.
Summons. And she'll give you a look like she doesn't know what the hell you're talking about. And then another look of, did I forget something?
The meeting to meet everybody back here tonight. I presume that's why you're here? No?
There was a meeting?
I thought I asked Mr. Bay to set something up.
And you hear some rattling around from the back of the shop, and this man comes out that you recognize, and he looks like he's still hungover, and he's like, sorry, madam and sir, we're closing for the evening. I've been a bit under the weather. Is there anything I can help you with?
Richard will look to Sybyl, having seen her interest in the books, and just a gesture of after you.
Sybyl, hearing all of this, will just stop and kind of go, oh, no. If they're closing, they're closing.
And he seems kind of agitated to kind of get you out of here. You get the feeling he's got a monkey on his back that he needs to take care of. So he's kind of, okay, well, if you don't need anything, we'll be open tomorrow.
Is this the same person that let us in the side door last time?
No. This is you don't recognize this guy. No.
All right. So he'll
he just seems anxious and maybe a little dope sick. So he's not the same guy.
The owner isn't in then. Pit.
Oh, Mr. Bay? No, he's not here tonight.
Fascinating.
So Sybyl will correct course and go back towards the sidewalk.
Yeah. Richard will drum his fingers for just a moment and fix the man with something of a withering glare, and then turn around and walk back, following out. And then he will intercept Sybyl and go around the side. This way.
And Sybyl will follow in her unrushed manner.
And Richard will post up by that side door and just wait. Because as far as he can remember, he talked to Mr. Bay. Everyone was supposed to meet here before everything else. So
you're going to wait for a little bit?
He's willing to wait.
Okay. You are supposed to meet with Lady K, though. So at the club.
Player versus character. Player thought everyone was meeting at the bookstore before he met Lady K at the club for dinner around 8.
All right, we'll give you a little bit of time for that.
Apologies if I've misremembered.
Of course, no, and that's fine.
Whole pooch here.
That's fine. Lady K, do you recall you were planning to meet at the bookstore, or are you just planning on making it a leisurely evening and just heading straight to the club?
I remember us saying, "Oh, we don't have a way to contact everybody, but maybe they'll go back to the store." And him saying that he would stop by and see if he could leave something. I do remember that. So that makes sense to me because we said we would meet not exactly at the beginning of the night. We asked to meet what was it, around 8 or something?
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, we did set up a late dinner last session.
Yeah.
So
Sounds fair. I just want to make sure that the characters are all still gonna plan to do that. Okay, that's fair. So let's say that Lady K arrives and does the same thing. She kind of heads up towards the front door, see that it's closed, but at the corner of her eye, she recognizes Richard kind of awkwardly standing by the alley. You know?
Nothing to see here. Perfectly normal.
My goodness. Are you okay?
I'm trying not to bite the head off of somebody who hasn't actually done anything to deserve it.
Who
That's
are we
been a
not
great
biting the
start
head
to the-
off of somebody who has not deserved it? Who did not deserve a thing? And what did they do?
Starting to worry I'm going senile. One too many cannon blast next to the head. Now there's a buggery little fellow in there. Didn't want to let me into the shop. Wanted to close up. But I thought I'd arranged with Mr. Bay to have us all meet inside the shop, not outside the shop.
Oh.
Afraid I might be. And he's about to make another joke about being addled, and then remembers he's not the only one here aside from Lady K. Never mind.
Sybyl will kind of come over and she'll kind of get a little flushed and be like, well, other than Adrian and the growling thing, no messages.
Growling thing? No message.
Maybe something important came up.
Maybe. Or maybe I've just got my days completely confused. We are still on for dinner, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's true.
Good. He turns back to Sybyl at that point. Growly thing. Did you have an
Yes,
eventful
growly thing.
evening?
Oh, yes. Marley and I got to the shop. It was closed, but we got in. There's a secret passage.
Oh, well, that's delightful.
Well, Marley had to walk me through the shop. It was quite dark.
Interesting.
But I got some things.
Oh, things?
Yes, things, books.
Why was the shop dark? Was it closed? Did you break it?
It was closed and the lock opened for me, just as my brothers taught me.
You
Absolutely.
you say such interesting things, and now, Sybyl, dear, I just must absolutely know more about you.
Oh, there's not a lot to tell. Adrian is vastly more interested and grounded. Yes, grounded.
Oh, who is this? Someone that we've met? Is that the other person that was with us
Oh,
yesterday?
no. That was Marley. Apparently the growly thing frightened the poor girl.
Doesn't seem the type to frighten easily.
Well, when the bad dam decided to shout at me and then the growling thing happened and left fragment. Yes.
Sounds like
The mirror has many
eventful
shards.
night.
Come. Where are we going?
Excellent question. I was hoping to touch base with everybody. I did circle back with Mr. Bay last night before returning to my own quarters. We had a very brief conversation. I had just a couple questions for him. Our fellow Emmanuel hasn't been seen in daylight.
Interesting.
Yes. Makes me wonder if he's one of us.
Richard, could you make me
Yes.
a wits and alertness roll, please, or alertness and wits. Sorry,
Alertness and wits.
let's go difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7. All right, let's watch me screw this one up. Hey!
All right.
There you go.
You notice as you're kind of talking with everyone and you're kind of looking around, you recognize the man who did let you into the shop. You see him standing way down the alley. He's just, you didn't see him before, but now he's standing there, and he kind of just kind of waves to you.
Tip of the hat. Ladies, I do believe we're being let in. And presuming they did not notice the other man.
They did not. Like, they were basically like you're looking this direction, and they were looking at you. So, yeah.
And he will gesture behind them. After you.
And, yeah, the man gestures you forward.
Sybyl will turn and make her slow way over.
All right, sure.
And when everyone arrives, he kind of just takes off his hat and says, "Apologies, Mr. Balaam. Sends his regrets. He's not able to make it this evening. Have you made any progress?"
Little progress. Do send our regards to Mr. Balaam. From our point of view, we are setting the stage. I have a dinner appointment shortly with someone that hopefully will be able to get us into the museum if I don't bash his head through a wall.
Okay.
Lovely chap.
And he kind of just looks at the other two like, okay.
Your gold shop had nothing.
Okay.
Very boring.
Okay.
I helped with setting up the idea to get into the museum, so that was my contribution.
Wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Oh, well, you're too kind.
It's like, come back tomorrow night. I should be in there tomorrow night. It's just the other. He may not be working there much longer.
Is he aware of your employer's other activities, or does he just work in the shop?
No, he's just I can't think what they would have called junkies back then. He's just whatever term they used back then, making some coin so he can buy more nice dreams, but he ain't gonna be here much longer.
Give off a certain vibe.
Oh.
Plenty enough.
Yeah,
He
Lady
might
K,
not
did you
hear
want
much
to?
longer.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lady K's like.
I was gonna say. I was about to ask. I'm like, did Lady K see this person when she came
You
up,
haven't gone in the shops, and he's like shut the door and everything.
So okay, so then this is just her right now, kind of just like ear perking up a little bit, like, ooh, I just heard the junkie that's not gonna be here long. That won't be missed, apparently. Snack for later.
I'd like
Getting good graces.
Sybyl and Richard to
Yes, please.
give me perception and awareness. Or no, excuse me. Let's go with perception and alertness. And I take that back. I just thought of something better. I apologize. Wits and alertness to see if you notice Lady K's interest in this.
Alertness and
Six.
wits.
So that's difficulty 6. Yeah. Because she perked up when you.
I sure did. I did say that with my own mouth.
Goodness.
That's true. I did.
Okay. Yeah. It might be just a little tidbit you want to file away for a little bit. So.
Sybyl will slide her arm in Lady K's and just kind of pat her arm. Now, dear. Come on.
And she'll just kind of look at Sybyl with those two bright eyes. Just like, yes?
Come on.
The front door of the shop opens, and an older guy comes out, and he's the guy you guys recognize. Lady K, this is the first time you're seeing him. Looks kind of sweaty, and he kind of locks the door, and he kind of does like this, and kind of shuffles down the street quickly, the other direction from you.
Capital fellow.
I wonder if he's like the others that Adrian treats.
Is Adrian a doctor?
Does he smell like my favorite smell?
I'm gonna have you make a roll, and let's find out.
And Sybyl will look over to Richard and go, "Why, yes, a psychiatrist. I think that's it. Yes."
Freud fellow.
I'm not sure.
Yet?
You're not. Kay's not sure. So.
Okay. Alright, then she'll just be chill. She'll be normal. Normal. Yeah.
All right.
So we were going to get dinner.
Well, yes.
She'll say very politely and bubbly.
Right, like having just yourself to dinner.
Yeah, she just invited herself. It's fine.
That's okay, because Lady K goes, I believe the Major and I and a business partner of mine were going to go and have dinner. Are you planning to tag along? She just blatantly asks this question.
Well, I have nothing to do for the evening, and Marley has scampered off, and, well, Madame has not written me back.
I mean, I don't mind. I hope you don't mind the fact that the Major's already claimed our dinner guest for his dinner, so...
And she'll wave her hand. Oh, I can find my own. Although I do wonder, are there any... how shall I put this? I haven't typed since my husband.
Well, we should do our best not to make too big of a scene in the club itself. But the club does employ many different types. So might be able to catch someone getting off shift. I don't know what your type is, of course.
Well,
I understand asking too many questions is considered quite rude, so I shan't.
If anything, I can find Adrian and he can help me.
Adrian's there? Again, who is this Adrian? She's talking about this person. Like, who is this?
My dear Adrian. And she'll kind of lean in and whisper, the one who made me who I am. And she'll just kind of start walking and not knowing where she's going, but you know, she's just gonna assume everyone will fall in line like little ducks behind her.
You're Adrian.
1000% going to presume that the Major did not actually hear her whisper that to Lady K.
She say, my dear Adrian? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Weren't you married? What is happening? What does this mean?
I mean, I've had some.
Are you like my husband and also the pool boy that I have to keep me
Adrian, the cabana boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thinking of all the people that his parents.
Yeah, because I think that's where her brain is going right now, and so she's gonna kind of follow you and just say, "So when were you going to tell me you have a boy toy?" Well, that's
she will stop and look.
You.
She will stop and look at Lady K like she just assumed she was, you know, sleeping with her father and go, "How dare you?"
Well, you said my dear Adrian.
He is my dear Adrian.
Third party embarrassment over here.
Oh, is this a Is this a family member?
Well, in a way, he's like a father and a cousin.
Ew.
I don't know. It
Sorry.
gets a little mucky.
She's such a bitch. I'm so sorry.
People in glass houses shouldn't be throwing stones now.
I was like, what does that mean?
we and she's gonna stop and like kind of collect herself and go.
She's like, the madness of the royal family is spreading. Oh no.
We have a reputation as seers and prophets, and we show everyone what the mirror shows as true. And she'll just start walking again, hoping they, understand, because she's out in the open.
And most people on the sidewalk are avoiding you guys. They see the three of you standing there, and they kind of go around you. But every now and then you kind of get a look from a person, kind of like these three doing standing on the sidewalk. So, especially a widow.
It's perfectly all right. She's got someone else accompanying her. There's nothing wrong to see here. Perfectly ordinary. No, I presume they'll get about a block or so, and then that cab that Richard just had circling will drive by. And
So is Lady
you don't
Sybil
have to
coming-
walk,
Is Lady Sybil coming with them to the club?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
she has invited herself as
Okay.
a good Malkavian should.
Just making sure. Okay.
Richard has no issue with this.
Okay.
The night's just going to get more interesting.
Okay. So the three of you get in the cab and head over to the club, which I had named at some point, and the storyteller needs to go back and see what it
I'm
is.
stuck in the Diogenes Club, and that's only because
The
I
Army Navy Club. So, and when you get there, the staff take your coats.
Yes, thank you.
Major Richard leads the way to the to it's kind of a more private dining room.
Yes.
And outside of the dining room, you see, I believe his name was Emmett Sanderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy I confused with Emmanuel.
Yep. No problem. Emmett Sanderson, Esquire. A grouchy old man is kind of standing there, and he's berating a young man. He's like, "I've told you before. I am meeting with Richard Major Menders." And he's like, "What was that man's name?" And you, Sandhurst, you hear this as he's
facial twitch. Gets himself under control very quickly. Oh, don't worry, it's quite all right. He's having dinner with me.
And he spins, and he's like, "Sandhurst, that was your name."
Correct. And you are Sanderson, if I remember, Esquire.
Yes. And he puts out his, good to see you again. And then he
goes for the handshake, just short of breaking bones.
Oh, and he's like, and he kind of looks over. He looks over at Katrina like, "Miss," and tries to pull his hand away. Does he let it go?
He does.
Okay.
There's a witness. He lets go.
And then he's like,
Such a smile.
and he says, "Oh," and he kind of looks down to Sybyl, and he's like, "Apologies, ma'am."
I have the pleasure of introducing you to Lady Howard.
Lady Howard.
Lady Howard, Mr. Sandhurst, Esquire.
Sanderson.
Shit.
You're Sandhurst. I'm Sanderson.
Be kind.
Me, Tarzan, you, Jane. So. So they okay. You're taken in and seated at a table, and a course of wine comes out, wine and bread, and Sanderson is still kind of like nursing that hand, and he's kind of waits for someone to like pick up a wine glass first. It's been poured, but he's kind of looking back and forth like.
No, Richard has no problem going for it. Picks up the glass, looks across the table. Presumption, the two of them facing each other, the two ladies each other.
Of course, gentlemen need to discuss business. So.
I do again thank you for the opportunity to meet like this. Of
course,
and discuss further on our suggestion from last night. So again, to you, thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Takes a sip. I know Lady K can eat food. I don't know about Sybyl.
No,
Okay,
without spending blood.
Okay, so she doesn't. Okay.
She'll probably pick it up and mock.
Do the fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, again, to our suggestion, looks back over at Lady K. We had talked about perhaps some performances that would benefit the armed forces. Perhaps some special performances for the officers and their families.
Yes, of course. Well, you see, as you might imagine, my grandfather, the Count, is a big believer in what is it called? Okay, I remember. Noblis oblige.
Oh, okay.
The obligations of the noble.
Mm-hmm.
And he has done his best to make sure that those values that are so important to any true noble man or woman of the Empire, of course, were instilled in me properly. And so I've decided that I think it would be best for me to offer my services to our compatriots who have worked so hard overseas, free of charge for the evening, so that we could have this benefit gala, hopefully at the museum, and then bring in more business after building a bond with our military servicemen.
And he kind of chokes a little bit on wine when you say free of charge. And he's like, well, there would be perhaps one performance and then a limited engagement with, and he kind of looks over like a reduced fee, perhaps?
He doesn't want to let her say she doesn't want to take payment for a performance.
I'm certain that the gallows.
He's like, is he like, if she doesn't take money, then I can't take money? Or is he like, girl,
Yeah.
when you perform, we still get to have like a little bit of it. Come on.
So we'll kind of zone into the conversation. Oh, are you looking for donors, dear?
Well, yes, we're always looking for patrons of the arts.
Well, I can't say I'm a patron of the arts, but a patron of humanity.
Wrinkles his nose at that. So.
It was a favorite project of Mama's. And, well, my dear Andrew did spoil me so during our time together.
And he doesn't quite know what to say to that. So he just kind of continues. He says, so what I was going to propose was perhaps one performance at the museum, that we could see if there are donors who would be willing to help donate for this towards the a fund for the for those in the armed services, those serving the Queen, and then perhaps having additional shows. And you see he's kind of getting squirrely about this, kind of like I don't want to give out too much free. So yeah, he kind of lays out then, maybe some, some limited performances, back at the theater, maybe kind of a 80-20 kind of thing.
Sybyl's gonna
Maybe 20% go into the to the fund.
Sybyl's gonna look at Lady K and go, "Darling, how much would it be to, fund it all?" As I said, Andrew did spoil me so, and when he passed, well, he made sure I was taken care of.
Quite the
This
kindness.
is so funny to me because I felt like this man's kind of taking the piss a little bit. Yeah.
Which is why she's talking to Kataryna instead. She is cutting him out of it, and she's gonna be like, "I'm funding it all. Tell me a number."
Yeah.
Richard gives Sanderson that look of, "Women, what can you do?"
and he's just kind of looking back and forth, like there's talk of a check. There's because he's one of the primary funders, but he doesn't want to fund everything.
Right.
And
He's looking to bring in more patrons. So.
And Sybyl's ready to undercut him and be like, "I'm funding it all."
Well. I mean, there are certain contractual obligations that the cast and the members of the theater have already. So I believe that would be a separate conversation, ma'am.
No, Lady K can make sure that.
Okay, so Kataryna, as he's like all this again, she's like she's been, whatever. Oh yeah, smiles, but she at that will she will kind of straighten, and then she will finally look at Sanderson and she will say, "Lord Sanderson, I think it is highly inappropriate in our company to talk about the constraints or obligations of money amongst nobles and those means. Don't you think?" I believe we're all of a higher class than that. There's no need to worry.
And he kind of gives this okay look,
kind of like a little, just like a little bit of chastisement, because it's not polite for you're not supposed to be money and stuff. With nobles, you don't talk about that. If you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? When you talk about money like that, it's like, oh, so you're broke.
He's just cheap.
Yeah, exactly. So she's kind of insulting him, but she's also lightly chastising him.
And he's smart enough to kind of get it, and he's kind of all right, and just takes a big sip of wine, and just kind of sits back, and just kind of starts glancing around, when is the first course coming?
Shortly, I'm certain.
I believe that. I believe we could work something out. If money is surely an issue that we're worried about, I also have been planning to make a donation to the theater, of course, myself. Yes, I am one of the people who perform arts in the city, but as a person of means, I believe it's also necessary for me to make sure that those who come after me will also be able to take part of the arts if they so choose. So between the two of us, I'm sure we can handle it. because Tiara doesn't know actual numbers. So but like, I mean, I don't know how if Sybyl got resources or how many.
Sybyl has a lot of resources. She has F-God money.
Yeah.
See, they're perfect. And Lady K has 3 resources, and I put it at 3 just because I'm like, that's just what she gets for being
Cute
like
and
an
adorable
opera performer. From being an opera performer, I was like, I could go more than that. Probably she's a noble, but I'm like, this is just about her loose money. Yeah. So I think we got it. I think he's just bugging because he's like, but money. So when the food shows up, she's gonna just like serve him. She's just gonna serve him some food. Just like calm down, have fun, relax, drink.
Yeah, and he does. He starts to eat a little bit, and he has another glass of wine.
May I perform?
Yep.
Not sing, to be clear. But may I put on a little performance? And by that I mean, instead of eating outright, because she's like, I don't really feel like having to puke this up later. She's gonna do the thing that just normal humans do when they're like, haha, I am trying to look like I'm eating, but I'm not actually eating, which is if you mess with a lot of food and you continue to like cut it and move it around,
shuffle it around,
or give it some to somebody else, it seems like they're really eating. It seems like they're, but they're not. They didn't eat shit. That's what she's doing. So
I think we kind of go into a montage of the of the meal, and perhaps she kind of Mr. Sandhurst, you ought to try this. And kind of is like giving it over to his plate, and he's like, "Oh, this is excellent," as they continue to make like small talk, and the food disappears from most of their plates until Sanderson later on is like, "Oh, my word, it's an excellent meal. I genuinely thank you for your hospitality, Lady Sybyl and Lady K and Major. It's an excellent meal."
I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself. I can see this becoming perhaps a somewhat regular occurrence as we continue to move forward on what should hopefully be a mutually beneficial endeavor.
He is buzzed and full of food, and is kind of like, I gotta take my leave. Sounds like finances will be covered.
So then all we need from you is to get in contact with the museum director so that we can make sure that this can get underway. And then you get back to us with an estimate, and we will handle it.
Of course. I will have something drawn up. He's like, by tomorrow close of business.
That sounds lovely. Will you take care?
Thank you. Again, your graciousness is astounding. And he's buzzed. So
Excuse us for a moment, ladies, while I escort
another stand for the meat grinder. That's what she's thinking. That word's not invented yet, but she's like, I got another one, y'all.
So yeah, he kind of stands up and lets Richard escort him out.
Yeah, Richard will start him down the path and suggest, as one gentleman to another who's had perhaps one more than I should, the Jakes are this way. It'll probably be best for you. Just a moment. And we'll lead him off to a secluded corner, into a private little room. And then it is
right by the coat check room, shall we say?
Right by the coat check room. and no, he's not going to kill. He's just going to have a little nip.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
it's his turn to eat.
Is he going to just jump him, or is he going to try to use some kind of discipline to? What's his approach?
Well, That's an excellent question. I don't know.
Let's discuss it then.
Yeah,
Do you
I haven't
need
done this
assistance?
before. However, yeah. So thinking through this, right? He doesn't have the ability to make anybody forget anything, and he doesn't have the ability to entrance anyone yet.
He does have awe.
Yes,
He could enact awe to basically just kind of show him, hey, I'm an impressive person. He can try that. I mean, he's buzzed, but he's gonna notice if you try to move on his neck or something. So
yeah.
So
the other thing I was thinking of is he does have a little bit of celerity. He is somewhat fast. I can't
do a hit and run bite.
Yeah.
A hit and run bite. Oh dear goodness, you've cut your hand on something. You poor thing. Here, let me bandage it. And just all of a sudden he's picked up a blood.
Why don't you try with manipulation and subterfuge first?
Yeah. All right. This will be amusing. And possibly very bad. It's like, hey, I got this thing I want to do that I didn't think all the way through.
Difficulty 5 because he's a little buzzed. So
subterfuge. Oh, thank God, I do have one of those.
And manipulation.
And 5. Oops.
And he kind of notices you getting a little close to him, and he's kind of like, "Sir," as he's kind of looking around to get like his coat, and kind of noticing you're getting a little closer to him. So,
just wanted to make sure that you made it out in one piece. Honestly, it's been a delightful evening, and I do want to thank you very much.
Of course.
Like, shit, I'm not pulling this off tonight. Not if I don't want to make a mess. Damn it. So I think he might escape. The
coat check girl appears and is here you go, Mr. Sanderson. Your coat, your cane. And he kind of just reaches past you awkwardly to get them.
Just a bit.
And
Samson was like, "Oh, am I about to have a forbidden encounter?"
Yeah, exactly. He was kind of like, "Is this dude trying to kiss me?" And is just kind of gets
excited.
And
little continental. A peck on this cheek, a peck on that cheek, a nibble on the neck.
And he gets his coat and cane and heads out.
Excellent. Richard is going to detour to the privy briefly and vomit up all the wine and food that he can't actually keep. The sink might have a dent in it from where he grabs it.
Yeah, they might be leaving some chunks there. So,
God damn it.
I believe the flushing toilet was a thing by then. I think the flushing toilet was a thing by then. So so
there is a little bit of indoor plumbing at this point.
And especially this place is
yes. Older establishments would probably still be on the chamber pot system, but rich clubs would have renovated some stuff.
Okay, you come out.
They're gonna have to fix the sink because he got a little bit pissed off.
Brujah strength.
Man, put them in an alley next time. They come closer, really. Bugger.
There's by the sink. There's a little thing of mints. Like my breath. No.
I'd probably.
Oh wait, I don't breathe.
It's like, but I'll just vomit it back up again later.
Right.
Damn it.
In the meantime, Lady Kay and Lady Sybyl were sat at the table by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Any conversation while the gentleman left?
After he left, she's just like, "What a dreadful man."
She'll look over at her and go, as my dear Andrew would say, He doesn't have the gold worth his name.
So this Andrew... Andrew, wait, okay. You keep mentioning random people and me and Kat are confused. Andrew is the person who made you this way. Yes? Is that what you said earlier to her?
Adrian is her sire. Andrew is
her husband?
her husband. Yes.
Oh, they both have 8 eggs?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh no. She's just like, and Andrew was the
Andrew is my
father cousin?
departed husband.
Husband. Okay.
Yes. And then she'll kind of
husband or something else husband.
Just husband. Thank you very much.
Asking.
And then she'll get up and move closer and kind of lean in like she's, gentle woman talk. And she'll lean in and go, and Adrian is my sire.
Okay. And so...
We do not speak of certain things out public. And she'll kind of just pat her hand.
I mean, yes, but you're the one who said the word, not me. Does she smile? Do you think he's eating him? This part she whispers slightly, but she honestly doesn't really care. She's whispering. She'll be good, but she's like, it's very clear that she's like, whatever.
And Sybyl will lean in and go, there are certain things that need to be discussed delicately.
Do you delicately think that he's eating him?
Hard to say. If he was woman, it would be easier.
I mean, honestly, I think just... I don't know. You never know. The right charm. Some people are more adventurous than they look.
No, he seems like my brothers, and that was never... Ladies who were a little less delicate were their thing before their wives, but never men.
Are you talking about the major?
Both.
I was talking about Sanderson. Sanderson, I believe there's something wild in that man yet, and I may unearth it. And
Are you guys in the same room? You don't seem to be talking to each other.
She's talking to a Malkavian, and we're doing our best.
It's just like, you're talking about Sandhurst? You're talking about Sanderson?
Both, my dear. Both.
Oh, well, I can tell you, I think that Sanderson has a little bit more adventure in him than you would know. Listen. I don't know everything, but I know some things. And I think Sanderson could be down for an adventurous night.
And she'll just kind of pat her hand and go, well, I'm glad my husband was very educational in bed, but we'll see. Although sleeping with nuns did get me a wonderful man. And she'll just get up and start to make her way out of the room.
Kataryna just sits there and she's like, that woman is so baffling. I don't understand how her brain works, but I do simply want to pick it apart. Bit by bit. It's so entertaining. I have no clue what any of that was supposed... What? Nuns? What does fucking a nun have to do with getting a husband? Who knows? I don't know. What was she talking about? What was that? I don't know. It's like I love Sybyl because sometimes it's like when you're talking to a grandparent and they're or like hanging out with them and they don't talk much, but then all of a sudden they hit you with in the winter of '82, I waited for my second lover to return from the war, and you're like, "Yo, Grandma, what the fuck are you talking about?" And that's what just happened.
I think Lady Sybyl's like onions. I think there's layers.
There is layers.
Delightful.
And that's when the major returns to the table.
Right? Yeah. Walks back in.
You have trouble getting it down.
I got interrupted.
Oh.
Didn't want to make a mess. His neck is unmarred for another night. Crazy little prick, though, isn't he? Sorry.
So what were you going to use to, well, you know. Did you flirt with him?
Complimented him. I guess that's close enough. I was just gonna go in really quick for a little, You
were going to
and it didn't work.
You were just going to quickly go in and
You see, I can be very, and then he's one side of the room, and then he's at the other side of the room.
It's a private dining room, so yeah.
It's a small room, but it's also boom boom. A little bit of.
To be fair, once it happens, there's not much struggling. However, I think there's probably an easier way than that. Seems like a slight incident could maybe.
I haven't had to be terribly careful. There's a reason I don't eat here. Too bloody likely to get caught. A coat check, girl. Can you believe it?
Well, like I said, if you need more help next time, let me know. I do think it would be very funny to watch it happen, so I would be willing to offer my assistance. I don't think it'd be too hard to get him.
You did mention that. Perhaps.
Pliable.
Perhaps. Yes.
I think that's probably a good place for us to wrap up for tonight. What I'd like to do is do the three of you then plan to meet again tomorrow night?
They can.
I think we
presume so.
Well, do we need to all meet again tomorrow night? Or is it like, should we meet again and go to one of the other leads?
Yeah, because you still have two places you haven't really looked at. You have the warehouse and you have the Royal Museum. So,
all right. So maybe circle on the warehouse.
And maybe if he has a thing for us tomorrow, we can actually get in, hey, we came just to check out the venue a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And Sybyl will give them a way to contact her.
Yes, excellent. Calling cards. I was just the excitement yesterday. If you should you see Marley before we do, here's a spare.
I would say maybe let's make a plan to meet. How about we meet again around 7:30?
It's winter, so it would be it'd be dark by 6. So, but 7:30, whatever you guys want to do. So
that works.
Okay, alrighty. All right. Well, thank you. We're gonna wrap up for tonight, folks. How's everybody feeling?
Delightful.
Good.
Glad I didn't die.
There's
Maybe
nothing
murder
like having a
somebody.
character fall on his face when he tries to go in for a nibble. That's good.
At least you didn't botch.
Right?
That
Gotta
would
get
have
better
been
at this.
bad.
So does the player.
All right. Well,
Bye.
thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate your support. Please be sure to give the video a like and subscribe if you would. And we will be back next week. And we'll see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.